Pinkman sees you staring at the pull-up bar like it owes you money, yet somehow your body still refuses to leave Earth. Relax, beginner warrior. Pinkman will not judge you much, because failing pull-ups is extremely common among humans. The real problem is not that you are weak, it is that your pulling mechanics are confused and slightly embarrassing. Many people jump to the bar expecting heroic strength, but their shoulders immediately panic and their body swings like spaghetti. Pinkman has witnessed this tragedy thousands of times from behind the mysterious and extremely handsome pink mask. Today, Pinkman explains exactly why you cannot do a pull-up yet and how to fix this humiliating situation. First brutal truth, pull-ups are not just arm strength, even though beginners desperately try to curl themselves upward. Your biceps alone cannot lift your entire body unless you secretly weigh the same as a small backpack. The real engine of a pull-up lives in your lats, the giant wing muscles on your back. But beginners rarely activate these muscles correctly because nobody teaches the most important first step. That step is scapular control, which sounds complicated but simply means learning how your shoulder blades move. Watch beginners hang from the bar and you will see shoulders shrugging toward ears like terrified turtles. When this happens, your lats cannot engage properly and your body becomes a dangling noodle under gravity. Pinkman calls this the dead fish hang technique, and it impresses absolutely nobody, including imaginary female fans. A correct pull-up begins by depressing the shoulders slightly and engaging the back before the arms bend. Think about pulling your shoulders down away from your ears before you even start the pull. This tiny movement activates the lats and turns your back into a powerful pulling machine. Without this step, you are basically attempting a bicep curl with your entire body weight. And unless you are secretly a superhero, that plan will fail very quickly. Second massive mistake is grip laziness, which Pinkman observes daily at gyms around the world. People grab the bar like they are politely shaking hands instead of preparing for battle. A weak grip disconnects your arms from your back and leaks force everywhere. Instead, crush the bar like it insulted your mask and owes you $20. Strong grip tension sends signals through the arms and helps recruit the back muscles effectively. Now we arrive at the third beginner disaster, the legendary swinging pull-up attempt. You know this move. Legs kick, hips launch, body flails, and somehow you still do not reach the bar. Momentum might lift you slightly, but it teaches your body absolutely nothing about real pulling strength. Pinkman wants controlled pulling, not interpretive dance under a metal bar. When you swing wildly, your center of mass moves away from the bar and the leverage becomes terrible. The further your body drifts from the bar, the harder the pull instantly becomes. Imagine trying to lift a heavy backpack with straight arms far away from your chest. Suddenly, it feels twice as heavy, even though the weight never changed. Pull-ups follow the same physics because leverage controls difficulty more than most beginners realize. The closer your chest stays to the bar path, the stronger and more efficient the pull becomes. That means tight body position is extremely important. Pinkman recommends a slight hollow body position with legs together and core engaged. Your body should feel like a single solid line instead of 5 separate noodles arguing about direction. Core tension prevents swinging and keeps your force aimed directly upward. Another common problem appears before people even start pulling. They cannot hang comfortably for more than 10 seconds. If your grip and shoulders cannot support a simple hang, expecting pull-ups is extremely optimistic. Pinkman recommends beginners master the dead hang first before dreaming about heroic vertical ascents. 30 seconds of controlled hanging builds grip endurance and shoulder stability. Once hanging feels easy, your body finally has a foundation for real pulling work. But we are not finished exposing beginner mistakes yet. The next issue is range of motion, and this one hurts many fragile gym egos. Some people start halfway up and claim they are doing pull-ups. Pinkman calls these emotional support pull-ups because they comfort the ego but train almost nothing. A real pull-up begins from a full hang and ends when the chin clearly passes the bar. Half reps produce half strength, and Pinkman refuses to train half superheroes. Now, Pinkman will show you the path toward your first pull-up, and surprisingly, it does not start with pull-ups. Beginners must first build the pattern using easier progressions that teach the back how to actually pull. The first secret weapon is the scapular pull-up, a tiny movement with enormous power. Hang from the bar and pull your shoulders down slightly without bending the arms at all. Your body rises just a few centimeters, but your lats finally wake up from their long nap. Perform slow repetitions, focusing on shoulder blade movement instead of chasing height. Pinkman loves this drill because it teaches the foundation of every powerful pull-up. Once your scapular control improves, the next step is the famous negative pull-up. Jump or step to the top position with your chin above the bar, then slowly lower yourself down like a dramatic action movie hero descending from the ceiling. The slower you control the descent, the more strength your back develops. Aim for 3 to 5 seconds lowering time to maximize muscle tension. Pinkman calls negatives the cheat code for building pulling strength quickly. Another excellent tool is the inverted row using rings or a low bar. Your feet stay on the ground while your body leans back under the bar. This allows beginners to train the pulling pattern with less body weight resistance. Focus on pulling your chest toward the bar instead of your chin. Chest to bar in tension automatically activates the lats and improves pulling mechanics. Pinkman sees many beginners pulling their chin forward like a confused turtle. This destroys posture and weakens the entire movement. Instead, keep your chest proud and drive your elbows downward toward your ribs. Elbow direction is one of Pinkman's favorite coaching secrets. If elbows travel downward, the lats dominate the pull. If elbows travel forward, the arms panic and take over the movement. Think elbows to pockets, and suddenly your back becomes much stronger. Now let Pinkman reveal another hidden villain blocking your first pull-up: body weight management. Pull-ups are relative strength, meaning your strength compared to your body mass. If your strength rises but your body weight rises faster, progress becomes frustratingly slow. Pinkman does not say become tiny, but improving strength-to-weight ratio helps tremendously. Combine pulling training with smart nutrition and overall strength work. Another powerful method is assisted pull-ups using resistance bands. Bands reduce the effective body weight and allow proper movement practice. But Pinkman warns you not to bounce like a rubber-powered kangaroo. Control the movement and treat the band as assistance, not a trampoline. Quality repetitions build strength far faster than chaotic swinging attempts. Train pull-ups 2 or 3 times per week for steady improvement. Each session include hangs, scapular pulls, rows, negatives, and assisted pull-ups. This combination builds grip strength, back activation, and pulling coordination simultaneously. Over time, the nervous system learns the exact pattern required to lift your body. Then, one magical day, something incredible happens. You grab the bar, engage your shoulders, and suddenly your body rises smoothly. That moment is your first true pull-up, and Pinkman will be extremely proud. Possibly even proud enough to briefly consider removing the mask. But Pinkman cannot risk distracting millions of imaginary female fans watching this training masterpiece, so the mask stays on and the pull-ups continue. Remember, technique first, control second, strength third. If you train intelligently, the bar will eventually respect you. Subscribe to Pinkman if you want more brutally honest calisthenics secrets. Now go train your pull-ups before Pinkman personally comes through the screen to fix your shoulder blades.